We all like to hear from our readers. Opening an email that is sharing a reader's excitement or appreciation for a book we've just finished or recently released, I know for me as an author is one of the highlights of my day. However, sometimes those messages can be a little misleading. And today I wanted to just read out to you, because it's happened twice this week, a couple of emails that I have received. I was going to put them up on my screen, but I haven't learned how to do a blurring thing yet. So I can't do that right now. And obviously, I'm not going to divulge another person's contact information. But the first one I got was 3 days ago, and it was had no subject in the subject line of the email, but it started off, "Hello, Lisa. I have to say, Ghost of a Chance caught me off guard in the best possible way. The mix of humor, heart, and otherworldly spark between Lionel and Brad felt like a masterclass in balancing warmth with whimsy. You took what could have been a light paranormal trope and turned it into something emotionally sincere, a story about courage, belonging, and love that defies expectations and species. What really shines is how alive your writing feels. The banter, the pacing, the way the supernatural elements enhance rather than overshadow the intimacy. It's no wonder your readers connect so deeply. You didn't just give us a paranormal romance, you gave us a story about healing through hilarity and heart." Hands up if you thought that was ChatGPT. Now, most of you probably haven't read Ghost of a Chance. It was a book that came out on October the 4th. It is the second book in the Bucket List Buddies series, written by myself and JP Sal. So initially I thought, okay. Then as the words went on, I thought, okay. And then that's only the first half of the email. The rest of it goes on. Books like this, light-hearted but layered, quirky yet full of real feeling, deserve more spotlight. This is where I step in. My work focuses on helping authors like you position heartfelt, character-driven romances in ways that resonate emotionally and perform strategically. So then she gives me an emotional hook redesign. She feels that the blurb's opening needed to be snappy and scroll stopping, like one ghost hunt, two unlikely shifters, zero chance of keeping it casual, to grab attention in under 3 seconds on Amazon or social posts. Yeah, that's not what the book is about. She then thinks I need to do feel-good paranormal audience mapping. And I will admit, I've been in this business for 12 years, and I have no idea what feel-good paranormal audience mapping is. If somebody knows, please let me know in the comments. And then also a momentum marketing pulse, creating a rolling mini campaign that leans into your playful tone, bite-sized teasers, quote graphics, and tagline ads that keep your book trending organically while feeling utterly human. Yeah. I wrote back and mentioned that for a moment, I actually thought you'd read the book until I read the rest of the email. Very nicely done. And then I explained to her what was wrong with her approach regarding my book. And I probably should not have bothered to reply. But what I ended up doing was saying that because the books that I do with my collab author, JP Sal, it's actually JP that does the marketing for these books. Her PA is responsible for those, does the graphics, does the taglines and all that sort of thing. JP and I have, like I do the cover and things like that. She does the blurb. We separate this. We do these different tasks together. So I just said to her that I was very happy with the marketing efforts that JP Sale does for the story, but then suggested that she contact her directly if she wanted to offer her stories, her suggestions. So then my person comes back and said that she did actually read Ghost of a Chance. She still doesn't, she doesn't provide any examples of what she enjoyed in the story, but never mind. And she did say regarding JP Sale, thank you for pointing me in her direction. If you're comfortable, I'd appreciate an introduction or her preferred contact channel. Now, she said she read the book, right? And like all authors, because you're doing this too, aren't you? Our contact details are at the back of the book. So that is what I said to her. Simply that JP's contact details are at the back of the book you read. You can contact her on your own accord. That is fine. Because I am not going to be recommending somebody that I think answered me entirely through ChatGPT because she couldn't pick up one thing about our book that was, special or unique. But then I got another one. When did I get this one? What did I do with it? And it says this came yesterday. And it was, again, from a nondescript email address. These are all Gmail addresses. And there's no subject line. And it just said, hello. Please tell me I've reached the author of Ghost of a Chance. I've been meaning to say something about it. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's what the review section on Amazon is for. But still, I thought, no, got to be fair. So I wrote back and I just says, I am one of the 2 authors of Ghost of a Chance. Yes. How can I help you? So she came back. And see if this sounds familiar to you. There's a bit of a blurby thing, which obviously, I'm not going to waste your time by reading. It said here, I had a chance to go through Ghost of a Chance, and honestly, I really enjoyed the mix of humor and emotion in it. Lionel and Brad's story had such a unique dynamic. I loved how you turned what could have been a simple meet cute into something layered with courage, identity, and acceptance. The idea of facing fears through love, especially with the ghost hunting twist, really stood out to me. It felt playful yet deep at the same time. Are we thinking ChatGPT yet? Are we thinking that that's what we're seeing? That somebody has done a ChatGPT on the blurb and the reviews that have been left by our actual wonderful readers and come up with actually a pile of nonsense, which in no way, well, it does reflect the book in a way, but not like that. I mean, if you're going to, I get a lot of emails from readers and they always tell me specific things that they liked in the story, like little scenes, words, whatever, that resonated with them. This is so generic, you can almost see the plastic. It's ridiculous. So what did I do with that one? So I wrote back and just said I'd be sure to pass on the comments to JP to share. In the meantime, have a lovely day. Because she wanted to know how I went about getting the emotional depths in this fun supernatural setting. Now, as soon as people start using words like that, you know that they're actually bullshitting you, okay? It might sound nice to hear, but this is bullshitting. And so I just said that this particular book is part of a common theme and we just wanted to have fun with it. So just left it at that. And then I finished it. And do you know how this thing where you finish an email and you're kind of like closing the line, you're drawing the line under the conversation, all right? I'll be sure to pass on your comments to JP to share. In the meantime, have a lovely day. Best wishes, Lisa. You know, underline. That's it. We're finished talking now. You've told me you like the book. I told you I appreciated it. I told you I'll share those comments with JP. End of story. They come back. Oh dear. And okay, again, I'm not going to read the whole thing because this was 6 hours ago from recording this. And then it just says, so it goes on about, oh, thank you for sharing that. I can sense a larger blah, 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 blah. Out of curiosity, what is your vision for this book as we move into the festive season? Are you planning to spotlight Ghost of a Chance more, or focusing on introducing new readers to the series as a whole? Oh no. Was that not a reader after all? Is that just somebody trying to sell me frickin' marketing services again? Honestly, I had to share because if I didn't laugh, I would cry. Now, 9 times out of 10, I will just delete these delete these emails. I do, like I respond to every comment in my YouTube, I also respond to every email that is written to me by a reader. If they've got questions, some of my readers are really brilliant because they'll email me and tell me where the mistakes are in my book. If my editors haven't picked them up, they are such sweethearts. And I love that. And I answer every email and I do my best to do it within 24 hours, every single time. But this crap, are you hearing the ChatGPT? Are you hearing the script that somebody has obviously been given in one of those get rich quick schemes, like promoting SEO services, marketing services? I deleted another one today saying, did I want to learn more about the SEO something or other? And it was the way it was worded. And I thought, I don't actually know what you mean. So I deleted it because, again, it wasn't a reader. It was somebody trying to sell me services. So please, please be careful. I don't know what course is going on at the moment or what YouTube thingy or whatever it is at the moment that is going on that is causing people to use ChatGPT to write these scripts, send out these emails. And I mean, I have my email available, like it's on my YouTube channel. It's in the front and back of every book I've written. You know, I don't hide where to find me. And you do need to be contactable to a point. You have to have somewhere where your readers can find you. Otherwise, they can't send you those really lovely emails about how they absolutely enjoyed your story. And more importantly, what they enjoyed about the story that didn't come directly lifted from the blurb or somebody else's review. This is just a take care message. If you get emails like that, delete them. I know sometimes it can be funny to respond to scammers. And honestly, if you've got the time and nothing else to do on an afternoon, then fine. But realistically, I believe your time is more important. And you could be right. The words that you're typing over here to them, you could be typing in your story and writing your books instead. What do you think? Do you get emails like this? Have you seen many of them? How do your readers get in touch with you, or your potential readers get in touch with you? Is that something you've considered? because that is something that's going to be an important part of your author career as well. So just give it some thought and let me know. And as always, any questions or anything else, drop them in the comments as well, because I answer them too. Not necessarily within 24 hours. It depends on whether or not I'm going through a writing thing. Sometimes I actually get quite busy. But yeah, I do answer. And you can always email me too. I really don't mind. A couple of my viewers on this channel have done that. And again, I am always responsive and I really love it. And I happily reply. So you can do that too. But I'm trying to get the algorithm up on this channel. So can we do that as well? Hit like, subscribe, and comment if you will. Did I tell you I post long form content on Mondays and Thursdays? Honestly, I waffle so much sometimes I forget what I've already said. But yes, I do that. And now I'm going to let you go because I've waffled on long enough. But I'll be interesting to see what you've got to say about this in the comments, my friends. And until the next one, we'll see you then. Bye.